This is what's going on. This is the way it's going to be. This is basically the basics I do. I construct equations for area space. Area space, the space in front of me from a single cube, from a single flat face. I describe the rest that's inside of this flat face because there's more than one level. Each face explains its level, but as you pass through the levels, I explain space and area space. I'm an object in an area space. What things and objects can do, different designs, stars, etc. And games, the numerological number that's needed for a game, telling me why is the game that big? And then I take letters or words in the alphabet, or I take the alphabet, okay, and I make it larger than it is. A, B, C, and I do it in numbers. The basic layman term in numbers is everybody knows A is the first or last letter in the alphabet, okay, or at the half alphabet, because the alphabet might split at M. It might go M-A, like A-M, and then N-Z, because that's what it is. So it might go from N to A, and then start from Z and split out all the way to N, leaving M and M back together again. N to A, and then M to Z. You know what I'm saying? So now we have the 1 to 14, and then we have 13 to 26. And this is what I do. I build designs, I make designs, On one side it might look like one thing, right? And you can also see the 5, right? 5, 5, 5, 5. 5's all over the place. And if there's no 5, look what there is. L. L5, 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 all over the place. And you turn it around, you see the swastika. You see the swastika hanging in all over, right? See the way this is running through here, but nothing ran through here? How come? Let's check the page and see why we didn't have the continuation of a 5. Is there a continuation of a 5 here? No, it stops. Is there a continuation of a 5 here? No, it stops. Now I should be doing more 5s here, right? But if I turn it this way, right, I have the 2. The 2 comes in sideways. And check out, I stopped the video for a second, but we all see the 3. See the 3 over here? So the 3, one part of the 3, the top part of the 3, okay, because it goes down to here. This one is here. The top part of 3 is missing. It goes with the 5, okay? If we just put the 5s out here, right, this top part is missing over here to the 3, and the corner is touching to the 3. So here's another 5. And here's another 5, okay? So what happens is this 3, this part is missing of the 3, this part is missing of the 3, and this part is missing of 3. This part is here. This part is the bottom of the 5, take away that, and this part over here is the side of the 5. See this, the way it's the side? So all we're left with is 1. All we're left with is 1 stick that is not being used over here. The only stick in the 3, right? This stick over here, this is the top. Nothing is using this one over here, except for the other 3. So these 3s are joined. These 2 3s are joined, right? Only by this stick over here. 1 3 and 1 3, but this 3 is 1, 2, 3 pieces. 4 pieces of the 5. Look, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3 pieces. 3 pieces of the 5 go here. Now why not these 3 pieces? Because this is the cross being down. This is when the cross is up. When the cross is up, we do not use the 5 area here. So we have 3 on this side, this 3 on this side, right? And this 3 on this side are connected by the only one over here. So the 3s are only connected by one area. Otherwise, the 5s cut it off. The 5 has here 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas, 4 areas on this 5. To this 3 is open for 2. Stolen by this 5 and this one. So this 5 steals 3. This 5 steals 1. 3 and 5, 1 and 5. And this one is nothing. It's just an open door. So the crosses connect right over here. And you see this design? This design, the Lamed, if you want to look at it that way, if I'd be holding it this way. Now, if you take a look, if I hold this on the right angle, it'll look like it goes on and on and on and on. Anyways, I wanted to say that short thing in this video. What happens when I turn the picture around, okay, what happens when I turn the picture around? They all look like 2s on the background, but on the front ground, they all look like 5s. On the background, these 3s, you can barely see any of the 3s. On the background, yeah, you could, but because I don't touch that line, see the way that they break apart? Because I don't touch the 3 line. Follow what I said? I didn't touch the 3 line. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to touch, really touch the 3 line, and you'll see it, right? I'm just going to take another, let me point this camera right down over here so you can really see me. Really mark this 3 line, right? And then I'm going to mark another 3 line. And you're going to see the difference. See, we can barely see the 3 line. Here's the 3 over here, right? One of them, I did it again over here. Boy. Here, I did it here and here, right? This one, I didn't touch this. So it absolutely looks like more of a question mark, just a mark. It stops here. See the way it joins these two like an electronic? They've connected something, and because it's going on an angle, it has to do with our DNA. They connected a line through all of our connected DNA somehow, because that's what this is showing. It's on the rise. More of the equation. Just had a little bathroom break, right? I had to go visit a friend of mine, right? From this land over here. When you bring this land to that land, you bring THC. T inside C, I creating the other side. T and T comes together, 2020. What's your location? It is the pi hole in between the two. Is it the north and the south Earth? The poles? Is it the poles? Is it the poles? I had a vision of 2 nuclear reactors, one on my left, one on my right. And in between is the movement on the outside, and then in between are the lines, you know, the I, the nuclear reactor, a left and a right, and then you have the one in between. The ball on the left and the ball on the right create a design for a nuclear reactor. You are that nuclear reactor. Okay? We don't feed off it, but somehow our bodies take that energy and it kills us, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't take it. We sneeze and get rid of a lot of things. So I was speaking to a friend of mine. She says, did you know that hemp, marijuana, can clean the earth? And then she starts reading and sees that nuclear and hemp can survive a certain nuclear levels and cleanse the earth. So imagine if the reality is in these tunnels that they're building for survival, that Fukushima continue on and destroys the planet, except for a few people who are in the tunnels, and all they got is marijuana. Marijuana for everything. Marijuana for everything. And all the old grannies who remember all the old recipes. So if you remember any of those old recipes, you know what I'm saying? Survival of the ones who know the best over time is the only way. Bringing the truth into the future. So let's just go on, and this becomes THC. Time, heaven, creation. HITEC. This word creates the word high-tech. HITCH. HITEC. HITEC. 8925. T off Earth's creation. 325 is the key to tee off Earth's recreation. Now, what do? I'm Mr. Tackpounds. I take symbols and marks and try to see what they're actually doing. We need to restore the energy, the spirit of the Earth, what it was created for or how our communication can continue to languish. People in anguish, ishwish, mishwish. that brings on another thought, that language, English, Jewish. Why was it English and Jewish? Why not French? French is like square. Christ is like square. These words are said because of different polar systems. Different polar systems. So depending where you come from this world, because human beings, okay, have evolved through different systems, and we can come together and live. That's why we see all these gods as different, because we brought these realities with us to understand the basic truth, in which is lost to the pigs. We all want more. We all want this. We all want that. Because in order to have the best, you need to want it all. In order to know the difference is the I. You see, there never is 10. 10 is holding on to the I, the vision. I was looking at the cat and the lamb, and there's a magazine called Chatelaine, which actually says cat and lamb. And they're probably making up some fun of some history, and they're French, and in one world they knew English, and they said cat and the lamb, people with the wool over their eyes. Baa, baa, black sheep. How many have you got? Did you fall asleep today? You're calling wolf, they stole the sheep. There ain't no wolf, sheep's all there. I had sleeps right over my sheets over my sleep. And you woke me up to tell me a lie. L-I-E, to where you stand. You don't lie down. I was lying down. You told me a lie. I was already lying. Why'd you get me up? Okay, let's move on to the next part of this video. Yes, these videos are long. Why are they long? They should be hours long. Hours long, because I'm a television show. I make it up as I go. Some of the time. I take it off of relationships. Iowa. Apparently, it says 10, Washington. Washington 10. What does that mean? From Washington to California, get down to Highway 10. 96, 51. So Mars, what is it to do at Mars and Washington? 5, 1 equals 6, 66. Iowa is a split. And 66 highway. Does 66 highway run around there? Highway Iowa 66, it says over here. That's what it says in the Iowa word. The Egyptians, right? Did they like the cat? What is the cat in the Egyptians? Litter. The word terre in French, okay, lit is the bed of earth. Retina is inside your eye. ITT, ITT. Kitten, car. Cat. Cat and kitten. Why did they change the K to a C? Because here it's a 2 and here it's a 3. Comes into creation. That means 1 and 1 is coming into creation, because it takes K as B, because it's 1 and 1. It's 10 and 1, right? J, I have to show you this. J, I know these videos are long and I'm probably going to say it again, but J and G, which is from B52, 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, 5 minus 2, right? Which would make the 3 inside of over here. But the thing is, inside of B52, 5 and 2 is 7, B is 2, E is 5, 7, and 1. Brings on 68. 7 minus 1, 7 plus 1, boom. 52, which is the 7th gate, the spirit of the gateway, 1 and 7. Brings on, look, to both sides of the gateway, 6 and 8. 7 is in between, the percentage sign, 3/4 is that number. 3/4 is that number, 7 and 5. 7 and 5 connect this, and that's the number to the moon, the energy in the moon. I did these numbers in time. The video is too long. I don't know if I should go on. I do relativity. The reality, 7.5, 4.5, 7.5, 10.5. Distances around the clock in time. From 4:30 to 7:30. Right? From 4:30 to 7:30, 4.5 average, 7.5 average, 9 average, 10.5 average, 7.5 average. Right? This one over here, and this one over here is the only one telling, and this one over here is the only one telling the real time. This one is not telling the real time. Why? Because from here to here it's 4:30, in between 4:30 and 6:30. From here to here it's 7:30, between 6 and 9, right? 4.5 average. It's not a 4.5 average, but it shows 4:30. But the average is 4.5. The 6 and 3 is 9. The average is 4.5. 6 and 9 is 15. The average is 7.5. 9 and 12, the average is 7.5. But between 12 and 3, okay, between 12 and 3, that's 15. The average is 7.5. And it's only a 3-hour difference. So there's something that's coming in right over here between the 2 area and the 6 area. This is 2 and 6. It's a round. They skip over the 3. It's 2 and 6. 2 and 6 and 5 and 1 area Mars comes in where Earth is. You have to understand what all of these. The Sun comes in from the 9th position. The 2 Venus comes in from the gateway. And all these 0.5s are all related to the Moon and Jupiter. All the 5s. Jupiter never changes its number. It's the cube in between, or it's many cubes. The only reason we go to a 4 center, we go to a 4 center when this is a flat face, 1 square. 1 square gets 4 squares, but a 4 square, okay, says it has all 4 areas included. This whole area is over here. This area is over here. There's all these areas are going around this one. And they all have to have the chopped corners because the center corner is Jupiter. So we have to chop all the corners here, making them all diamonds in between. This becomes, this diamond, the Superman diamond, or this diamond over here, this diamond connects and becomes the filler of that diamond. All these diamonds go into here, all these meet and overlap. When I put my diamond into here, it overlaps this corner into here, and all these corners overlap into here. So they all disappear and become 1. It's 4 in 1 into the center. Here's 1, 4 and 1 coming to make the center. I think we did this page already. 54, the Sun creates rotation, creates the sky of rotation, because 54 minus 15 says the sky. The real sky, ciel, it also says real. When you have 2 E's together, right, you have taken the C letter and multiplied it by 6 because you're on the next level. C is the first level. It took A and B to create C. So now you are 6 times this. 3 times this is I. 6 times this, 36 is your creation in the center. Okay, that's your R letter, R and I. And that's where you get riel, ciel, sky. Here you get the moon at 57 in creation and back to Mars. Here you get Mars. Mars, the moon, 6, 3. See Mars 6, moon 3, sky 3, rotation 9. B72, B and E. Because once you have B, you're in the E family. A has H. Because it is the center of all and connects everything. H, I, Z, N. All those letters must go through A. Having Z and N, you own the 14th DNA and the 26th the doghouse inside the circle of time. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I just want to end the video by just showing this. I'm not making any circles, okay? But I'm putting this above this and this above this. And then this one I put below it, right? I should have put it above it. But now I can't put anything here. If I miss it, it creates this letter. And because there's nothing here, it becomes a resh. Looks like the resh letter or the lamed, connecting things together. Lamed, 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 lamed. 5 and almost 2. Anyways, look the way it sort of looks like it's going round. Okay, so what is a round? If I keep putting the next one here and then take this one and put it on the other side, right? Look, if I put this one here, put this one here, put this one here, it looks like it's going around this way. So keeping things square and going around all at the same time. 4 sides, depending where you put it. If I keep putting it on the inside, it'll go straight. Then I put it to the bottom and it'll keep coming around. I'll show you that in one design. Raphael 7286. A constellation of Pegasus. So don't forget, if you get bored and you want to see a little bit of the jibber jabber of all the truth and realities of how designs create numbers, and numbers are inside designs and where they bring you towards the thanks for watching.